Hello person watching this video, my name's The Beak, these are my friends Dale and Reagan, and today I'm gonna waste my editor's salary money. Today, I'm gonna buy some Prime.
Banning Prime energy drink.
And hey, while we're driving to the shops, let me let you in on some lore crucial to this video. You see, me, Dale and Reagan, we live all the way down here in South Africa. Look, there I am. Hello. And over here in South Africa, things work a little bit differently compared to the rest of the world. For starters, sometimes our electricity just doesn't. We have 11 different official languages. I'm not very good at any of them. And it's a fact of life that we do not get YouTuber products. Until recently. There I was, sitting at my desk, probably playing some Ultra Kill or something, I don't know, and then it happened. On the 1st of May 2023, Prime invaded South Africa. But do you want to know what's really weird, person watching this video? No word of a lie, after the initial chaos and destruction and pandemonium that came with the launch of Prime in South Africa, do you want to know how many people I've seen actually drinking Prime? Zero. And in today's video, I want to find out why.
The darkness of the afterlife is all that awaits you now.
So, how about you sit down, get comfy, leave a like on this video, subscribe, join my Discord server, and prepare yourself. Because today, you and me, we're gonna dive headfirst into the world of full shelves, discounted prices, and how Prime fell off. But first, here's some The Beak lore for you, person watching this video. The other day, I was sitting in a Discord call with my kittens, and we decided that, well, yeah, you know it would be quite fun, searching up each other's names on Google. But let me tell you, when I searched up my name on Google, I found one or two things that, well, I don't really want public. And this is where the sponsor of today's video, Aura, comes into the picture. You see, unfortunately, having information about yourself on the internet makes data brokers salivate at the mouth, because it means that they can yoink your info and sell it to scammers, spammers, and anybody else who may want to target you. And that's why I've been using Aura. Aura shows me which disgusting data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Not only does this help reduce the amount of weird, just annoying spam, I guess, but it protects me from hackers who may want to get into my accounts and people who may want to release my information onto something like the dark web, something that happened to 73 million AT&T customers recently. The thing is though, while this really sucks for all of those people, if my data was breached, I wouldn't worry because Aura is always on doing the hard work and keeping me safe. When I delve into something like the darkest rabbit holes on YouTube, I know that Aura is watching over me. So if you want to make sure you're protected, use my link in the description, aura.com/thebeak, to start your 2-week free trial. Because I don't just value my own privacy, but I also value yours. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Now, I really don't think this is a crazy, insane, oh my god, how the fuck can you say that, take or anything, but Prime, it's by far the biggest influencer product ever made. This bottle, it's made Logan Paul and KSI millions and millions and millions and millions of shekels. And I'll give credit where it's due, Logan Paul and KSI, they've built one hell of a business. But here's the interesting thing with Prime and its relationship to South Africa. There's only one shop where you can buy it. One shop that, well, hey, in the time it's taken me to record an intro and, suck off Logan Paul and KSI a little bit, my friends and I, we just got parked. If you want to buy Prime in South Africa, you have to come to this place, Checkers.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
You see, Checkers, it's not your bog standard every grocery shop. Now, God no, Checkers, it's special. Unlike all of the other grocery shops we have over here, shops called Spar, OK, Pick n Pay, Woolworths, Food. Checkers, it's the only grocery shop brand in the entirety of South Africa, the whole thing, that stocks Prime. When Prime made its way over to South Africa, the umbrella company who owns Checkers, a business called Shoprite Holdings, they managed to negotiate sole distribution rights for it. And then they decided to only sell it in their Checkers stores. Meaning that if you were some other grocery shop and you opened up your phone, dialed up Mr. KSI and Mr. Logan Paul, begging them to let you sell their drink, but please, Mr. KSI and Mr. Logan Paul, please can we sell Prime, please? They tell you politely to fuck off. If you want to get your hands on Prime in South Africa, I'll see you in the Checkers line. Wait, hang on. something's not right.
I think we're the only people in 2 years who were concerned with where's Prime, but it's not here anymore. There's much sadness and regret. No! Checkers number 1 was a bust. On to checkers number 2.
Yeah, checkers number 1, no Prime. Time to hop in the car and drive to the next checkers then. And hey, while we're driving to the next shop, welcome to Hustlers University. I mean, look mate, if you don't have entrepreneur in your Instagram bio, I hate to say it, but you're in the wrong class. In today's class, I'm gonna tell you why I'm making this video. You see, a few months ago, just like how me and my friends are doing right now in this current moment of existence, I went to Checkers to buy some Prime for a skit in this video. And while I was there, I saw this. As you can see, Prime, it's selling for 20, that R stands for our local currency called the Rand. Sorry mate, we don't use Freedom Eagle gun money here. Why am I emphasizing this, you may ask? It's because when Prime was first being sold in South Africa, when it first came to Checkers, if you wanted to get yourself a bottle of Logan Paul juice, it would set you back a hefty 40 Rand. That was really expensive. So why is it that back then, when I took that video, Prime was selling for half the price than when it first got here? Well, it all has to do with one word: demand. Hustlers University student, I have a question for you. In front of you are 100 million billion children, and all of these millions and millions and millions of kids, they all want to buy the same product from you. So, how are you gonna make your money? I want you to really think about this, right? If you want, I'll give you 10 seconds to work it out. You want to make all the money off of the millions and millions and million kids who need to buy your product? You're gonna raise your price to capitalize on this insane demand. And this is what Checkers did. Here they had this ludicrously popular product that the children yearned for. So, in order to capitalize on this insane demand, they sold bottles of KSI nectar for 40 Rand per bottle. And for days, weeks, and maybe even 1 or 2 months after they first started selling it, my brother, I mean, this shit was flying off a shelf. But what happens when the demand for your product goes down? Well, bad news, Logang. This happens.
Time is now 6 Rand, fam. 6 Rand, not even 6.90. No.
See how much is it now? And we still not gonna buy it.
Yeah, when the demand for your product goes down and you aren't selling as many bottles of Prime as you were a couple of weeks ago, you have all of this supply of bottles upon bottles upon bottles. I mean, you could build a fort with this shit. But nobody really wants to buy it anymore. The children are nowhere to be seen. You're gonna lower your price to try to incentivize people to just, hey man, remember Prime? Remember how we used to fill your trolley with this stuff a couple of months ago? Don't you feel like doing that again? It's cheaper now. It's half the price. Oh yeah. You still are interested? Well, now you can buy 5 bottles for next to nothing. Having a huge stockpile of product that just isn't selling, it's just sitting there, that is a massive problem. Besides just burning a hole in your business's pocket because you can't make no money by selling no product, do you want to know what also happens when your product isn't moving? It takes up space on your shop floor and in your warehouses. Space that could be used to store goods that, you know, people actually want to buy. It's like video game reference, having a full warehouse in Grand Theft Auto 5, but instead of selling it to make you money,
Just running into people. There we go.
you just leave it sitting there, rot maxing. That's enough business talk though, because hang on, me, Dale and Reagan, we just pulled up to Checkers number 2. The same exact Checkers where I took that video a few months ago.
I need to buy my fucking nicotine.
I got Prime.
Oh, I can taste it now. Prime, it's gonna be sloshing around in my mouth. Oh, I'm so excited. No. Why is Reagan on his knees?
Bad news. Another Checkers. No Prime. They don't have it anymore. This is a travesty. Logan Paul and KSI doing this to smite my video. So the problem is, right, considering that the last Checkers we went to had no Prime, we're doing this on a very limited schedule. All these shops close at 2. It's currently 1, and we still need to drive to a place that's like 15 minutes away, and we haven't bought our Prime yet.
Okay, that's annoying. This is the place that I recorded that video of the 20 rand Prime stand a few months ago, but now it doesn't have any Prime. I guess I could drive to another Checkers. And while we're driving to another store, let me enlighten your brain and enhance your mind with some more knowledge. I want to talk about why I'm emphasizing the South African perspective so much in this video. Firstly, I'm focusing on this because it's just my first-hand personal experience with Prime. But secondly, and more importantly, I think viewing the whole influencer product Prime thing through this lens from this perspective, I reckon it gives quite interesting insight into the world of influencer products going down to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Influencer products falling off. You see, when a business grows and grows and grows and grows and grows rapidly, just like Prime did, it's gonna expand into different places to hopefully keep up the momentum. But the thing is, just because something worked in one place, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna work in a new place. And applying this thought pattern to Prime, I don't think people were buying Prime for the drink. I think they were buying it because it was being advertised by Logan Paul and KSI. Oh, look, there's Logan Paul jumping out of a plane. KSI's holding it and doing a funny face. Oh, he's so quirky and wacky. And sure, this worked really bloody well for places where influencer culture is really massive and where the majority of Logan Paul and KSI's audience live. America and that other place. But when you take your influencer-reliant product, you take your Prime and move to places where, okay, people know who these people are, but they aren't as massive, things start to go a little bit differently. Sure, initially hype is going to be really big. Of course, people here do still know who Logan Paul and KSI are, but afterwards, considering that influencer culture, YouTube culture over here is nowhere near as big as somewhere like America or England, your influencer product, it isn't going to do as well because, I hate to say it, but nobody really cares. The buying culture is different, and a product being backed by popular influencers, it isn't enough for it to stand on its own 2 feet. It needs something. It needs more. And this is something that I think Prime doesn't have. Sure, it's got really good marketing, and personally, I do still use my Prime bottles as water bottles. Like, unironically, these bottles are really nice. They're really sturdy. You can probably use them as a tank shell. I don't know if me still using my Prime bottles as water bottles is a good thing or a bad thing. The only thing I do know is that when I take these with me to university, people just look at me weird. But lots of people, just like me, when Prime first got here, we tried it and realized it tasted a bit like battery acid and never ever bought it again. Instead, here's competing products like a Powerade or an Energade. They're cheaper and they taste better. I'm gonna buy those instead. And quick side note here, that by itself is another reason why I think Prime fell off. There was just way too much existing competition. All of us Homo sapiens, we're creatures of habit. If I like a specific thing, there's a good chance that I'm just gonna keep buying that specific thing. Especially when I try another product, but then that product fails to make a massive, oh my god, I want to buy this instead impact on me. Like, let's say I was a femboy and only drank the White Monster. Even though there are countless other energy drinks on the market, I'm gonna keep on buying the White Monster because I like the White Monster. I am a femboy. But let's say that on the off chance, I go to the shops, but they're not off. Oh no, fuck, the shops are out of femboy fuel. Instead, I'm gonna have to buy Prime. Why would I buy it again in future if I really don't like how it tastes? Back on track though, in places like South Africa, solely relying on influencer hype to sell your product, it isn't enough. To really survive long term over here and in places just like here, you need a drink that can stand on its own instead of a drink that needs influencers propping it up to survive. Especially in a market as saturated as the drinks market. And speaking of survival, good news! We've survived the drive to Checkers number 3!
Okay, we are currently walking into probably the biggest mall.
Biggest mall probably in the southern hemisphere.
Biggest mall in the southern hemisphere on the entirety of the planet Earth.
Only one.
The one thing I've never really understood, right, is like with vloggers and all of those types of people. It feels so awkward recording in public. Oh my god, I feel like everyone's like looking at me, and like in one of the shops that we just went to, that like the security was checking us out, like what are these people doing? What are these little groupers? Yeah, they actually interrupted our shopping, our shoplifting spree. I'm going.
It's finally time. After driving from one end of my city to the other, going from shop to shop to shop, hours of recording, we finally made it. And not just to an ordinary Checkers. Now, God, it's a Checkers Hyper. It's a big boy Checkers. I can almost see my bank card making the purchase now. Logan Paul flute. It's going to be mine. I will drink Prime. Oh, no, you're joking.
This is ridiculous. Like a couple months ago, it was all over the place. It was stocked.
Checkers number 3 doesn't have Prime. It's Logover. Saddened by this realization, Dale, Reagan and I, we headed to KFC for a bleak, just depressing lunch. And then we started game theorizing.
Okay, this is probably going to be very scuffed audio, but there's an entire cricket match going on behind me. This is something I genuinely cannot believe, right? Is your meal finished? Look at his food. As I was saying though, right? We've been to what? We've been to three. Yeah, we've been to 3 different Checkers, right? We've been to almost every single Checkers, and not one place has Prime. So at launch, as I said, Prime was 40 rand, right? It was selling for 20 the other day. I had it in a video, and now it's just completely gone. It's gone. Like you can't buy it anymore because no one was buying it, so they just got rid of it. That's ridiculous. We're even checking Checkers' app. It's gone.
It's non-existent anymore. You cannot get it. You cannot get it.
It doesn't exist anymore. You've hooked my microphone. Ah!
Building on this game theory of ours, what I haven't told you yet, person watching this video, is what some of the Checkers employees said to us while we're on our hunt for Prime. You see, since we couldn't find it by ourselves, what we did is we went up to some Checkers workers and asked them, "Hey boss, where's the Prime?" And every single very nice employee we spoke to, they all told us the same thing. They don't have Prime anymore because nobody's buying it. And genuinely, this is one of the few times this has ever happened to me in my entire life. I'm just speechless. Here you had this drink selling for 40 rand, flying off of shelves when it first got here, not being sold anymore because it's declined that much in popularity. Back when I bought some for that video I made a few months ago and saw pallets of it being sold for a 50% discount, a price that wasn't even the cheapest it was being sold for, by the way, I thought that, sure, okay, you know, people aren't buying it anymore, but this is just how it's gonna be for the rest of time. It's still gonna be at the shops on the off chance that somebody like me, you know, your favorite YouTuber, decides to make a stupid video on it. I had no idea, genuinely none. There were no thoughts flying around in my brain about this. I had no idea that it was going to get removed. For me and my friends, this put into perspective how much Prime has fallen off. And I'm not the only person who thinks it's fallen to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Besides me, Dale, and Reagan thinking it, the other night I asked all of you lot on a community poll. Oh. Ooh. But now, the question is this the end? Have Dale, Reagan and I reached the conclusion of our journey? Is this all that's left for us? A KFC double crunch burger and a bunch of chicken?
Chicken flavored.
There is a theory that if you sit and think and think and think and think about something, you'll eventually manifest it into your life. And we didn't know it at the time, but us deciding to go to KFC, it wasn't just some random decision we made because chicken burger is yummy. No, the very universe itself was operating in the shadows, manipulating events, rolling the dice. For the entire day, all we could think about was Prime. We couldn't get it out of our heads. The blue bottle, the red bottle, the yellow bottle, but we also went to KFC because we were hungry. KFC sells chicken. Chicken, Prime. chicken prime, chicken prime. There's a chicken flavored prime. And once we were done eating our chicken, you see, my car, it's quite thirsty and driving from shop to shop to shop to shop to shop on all sides of the city where I live. Rest in peace, my petrol. So we decided that before we went home, we were gonna pop into a petrol station. And then...
We've been driving around for 3 hours. 3 godforsaken hours. I didn't even bring the lev mic with me because I didn't think we were going to find it.
We would. That's the best part. Big donuts.
Even the canned ones. Look
Yeah, we found the canned ones too. Cheap looking canned. We found the canned ones.
Nice.
I didn't think we were going to find this here.
Here it is! Prime! After hours and hours and hours and hours of searching and pain and suffering and feeling really awkward recording in public, we found it! In a petrol station that I have never in the entirety of my 22 years of roaming this earth have ever been to! I didn't even bring my lev mic in with me! And now the question is, what the fuck is Prime doing in a petrol station? If I had to guess, this petrol station, they must have got wind of Prime not being sold in Checkers anymore and stockpiled some of it to resell at a slightly higher amount. Either way, finally, Prime, it's in our hands.
Yeah! This shit go hard, gang.
Hey yo.
This is probably one of the greatest moments in my entire life. I think we should take photos so in a few years we can look back on this moment and think to ourselves, Prime. But now, let's just stop the festivities here, person watching this video, because I have a confession to make. Sure, I've drunk Prime before, but I've only tried 2 flavors. The lemon lime green bottle flavor and this one. I think it's meant to be an ice lolly or something. But that all changes today. In order to get a well-rounded opinion on Prime, my friends and I, we need to at least drink every flavor we could find. It's mukbang time. Okay, bottle number 1. It's the blue Prime flavor.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh fuck. Okay, here you go. You try that flavor. There you go.
Can you do a quick? Do you know what is a wine stuff?
What, the wine thing? It smells like wine. You're messing on yourself, you idiot. Sounds like wine. Smells like wine. Looks like wine. It's Prime. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
All right. Next bottle. Bottle number 2. It's the green one. Now, if you're up to date with the overall beak law and game theory, all of that type of stuff, then I'm pretty sure you recognize this, because I've drunk this before. This is the only Prime flavor, well, it's 1 or 2 Prime flavors that I've drunk before. This doesn't it's a bit shit. It doesn't really taste that nice. Time to put the battery acid in my belly.
You know, like a pond water. It gives me the same vibe as pond water.
Oh no, that's worse.
Is it sweeter?
Yeah, give it a try. Go on, give it a drink. There you go.
That aftertaste is shit.
Shit. There's been a bit of an accident. It's kind of messed. With that travesty out the way, it's time to move on to the next bottle. Bottle number 3. It's bottle number 3, yeah. Here we have bottle number 3. It's the red one. Red is the clickbait color. This is the tropical plant. Let us begin. That is weird, brother.
Is it?
I'll tell you what it tastes like afterwards.
Bad weird.
That's not bad. I could drink that.
You know what it tastes like?
What?
It tastes like alien spray.
It does a bit.
You know that fucking.
Stop talking and drink. Here we got the next bottle. It's the strawberry watermelon flavored drink. Over the teeth, past the guns.
Another thing
Watch our tongue because here it comes. Let's see. That doesn't taste like anything.
It's just nothing.
That doesn't taste like anything.
I think the biggest thing as well is that it's supposed to be a hydration drink, and I'm actually feeling
I
more
don't feel hydrated.
dehydrated.
Yeah, it sits in the back of your throat.
You know that? Okay, well, maybe you can't say for the
It doesn't taste like anything.
It's like a diluted pink lemonade. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. Another thing with all these is that they all named after vapes, basically.
They're already made after vapes.
Next bottle. It's the last one of the big hydration drinks.
Staring at that.
Hydration drinks, by the way. I'm not feeling very hydrated. Hydration drinks. Prime Ice Pop. In my life, I have only tried 2 Prime flavors. I've tried the one that was launched into the stratosphere.
How wonderful.
And I've also tried the Ice Pop one. This is by far one of the worst drinks I have ever had in the entirety of my 22 years of roaming this earth. You guys haven't had it though.
Never before.
I don't think I've ever had that from you.
Well, maybe instead of me starting, maybe you should do the honors.
It really does look like swamp.
It's like a. You know what it looks like? You know if you're taking like a headache tablet, but you have to dissolve it in water.
yes,
Like we got something over here called a Disprin. It looks like a Disprin. Get that down your lad. Go on. Before you say anything, you give it a try. Go on.
Dude, there's a God in heaven. Now's the
If
time.
there's a God, please. Go on. Get that down.
Big
Yeah.
gulp, big gulp.
Big gulp. There you go, son. Well, shit, where are you going? Where are you going? Where's he going? Hang on, wait, whoa. What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Why are you getting in the pool, you idiot? Why did you get in the pool?
Took a gulp and, pool water. No, it doesn't go to the shadow realm. It goes to Manos' realm. Wretched Bram, the sins your kind have committed against humanity.
Boys.
I sentence you to fucking...
What the f- While that bottle of Prime is on a direct trajectory straight to Mars. Look, I know in this video I've been quite critical of Prime, and whenever you see somebody talking about it online nowadays, the words that usually follow are fucking sucks lamau. But I do think it's fair, just for a little bit, that we talk about the one thing that I reckon Prime has done better than 90% of all other businesses. Selling products to children. As I said earlier, I really like the Prime bottle, and from a marketing perspective, I reckon it does everything right. The logo is literally just big text that says Prime, and it contrasts against solid color backgrounds, so it looks good on shelves, in YouTube videos, which I will be talking more about soon. Ooh, foreshadowing. On TV, on posters, on sports team kits, and it looks really bloody good strapped to little Timmy's school bag, and that is fucking massive. I don't really know why this happens. Children are just kind of stupid, and sometimes a bunch of kids will sit down, the council will be summoned, they'll decide that something is the new cool status symbol, and then this product or this collectible, it becomes the new big thing on the playground for the next couple of weeks. Back when I was at school like 25 billion years ago, we had rugby cards and wrestling cards and marbles and this stuff called Go-Go's Crazy Boats. I love collecting microplastics, and Prime, specifically the hydration drink, it falls into the same category. Kids, they were collecting Prime bottles and flexing them on the playground. Huh? You got the blue Prime bottle? Fucking peasant! And this sense of I need to collect them all to impress my friends with Cheeto-covered fingers. Maybe mommy will buy me some after school. Yippee! Besides being the focus of a South Park special, it wasn't just some weird schizophrenic machination in the minds of hundreds of children. God no, it was real, and Prime played into it. It was a deliberate marketing tactic. Just like Pokemon cards and Lanky Box Mystery Micro Figure 9-pack collectible minifigures ultra rare editions officially licensed merch, something that I unironically spent money on. Since kids were collecting bottles, Prime came out with bottles and flavors that were rarer than your bog standard green or blue bottle of Prime. As is, kids were buying this shit in droves because my self-worth is tied to my Prime bottle. But now, throw in the Prime Glowberry Ultra Rare Collection bottle or the special edition UFC 300 Prime bottle. I need to buy all of them. Kids were collecting Prime bottles so much that some schools even had to ban Prime. Thing is though, sure, this was really bloody good for Prime sales and establishing a sense of I need Prime, I need it. But if anything, I think think it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. You're making a lot of money off of the stupid children, but with it comes quite a bit of negative publicity, like how some schools were outright banning Prime. Before researching this video, I didn't even know that this was a thing. I thought Prime being banned was an Australian thing and an English thing and an American thing, but apparently over here in South Africa, our National Association of School Governing Bodies, they tried to get Prime banned too.
It's the Prime prohibition.
We got reports that after drinking Prime hydration, the children's behaviors changed. That, and I also think that in the court of public opinion, since the only types of people who were buying Prime were kids, you know, the low gang, Prime got labeled as a cringy kids drink by lots of people. I've got a personal example of that happening to me. I made a joke about it earlier. One time I was using my Prime bottle as a water bottle at university. Somebody stopped me, looked me dead in my eyes, and asked me, "Why the fuck are you drinking Prime? Are you 6 years old?" Keeping that in mind, they do have a product for older people, the caffeine drink. And okay, look, I know this drink is controversial. It's got a lot of caffeine in it. But to be honest, I think I and many other people would say the same thing. As I said earlier, if I was to go to the shops because I wanted to buy an energy drink, why would I buy a Prime? I'd rather just buy a competing product like a Red Bull or a Monster Energy. I'd rather just drink one of those over Prime caffeine energy hyper energy drink. Maybe I drink a Predator. And while we're on the topic of drinking, okay, I just got a report from Mission Control. That one Prime bottle's made its way back from Mars, which means I can become Nikocado Avocado again. Okay, here we have the strawberry watermelon coconut flavored drink Prime carbonated energy drink, high caffeine content. This is the caffeinated one. There's 120 milligrams of caffeine in this thing. Let me give this a crack. Oh, this is gonna sound nice on the mic. Hang on.
Should I just like eat?
Ooh. Time to drink some battery acid.
That is not.
At least this will be carbonated though. That's what I'm very interested to see. Is how does it taste?
Whoa!
It's a something.
That is.
Ooh. That aftertaste is bad though.
That is so fizzy. That is ridiculous.
Literally.
Ah!
Really go down my esophagus. Oh.
For punishment for throwing the other ice pop coconut flavored drink, and we didn't get it on camera. You have to gun that.
I think you have to gun that.
You have to
we
gun.
agreed that you were gonna gun one of them.
Yeah, we did agree that before. Next drink. Here we have the next one. It's the blue flavor again, the blue raspberry coconut. What's up with the obsession of coconut, by the way?
Yeah, it's all coconut.
It's all coconut. Yeah. Look at the color of it.
It's not. Hang on. I want to show the people.
Look at this. That is what I'm putting in my body.
No,
that's what I'm gonna have to shotgun. Look at this one, bro.
Oh, he went in for seconds.
Give that a try. That was a mistake.
So it tastes. It must be the initial taste is nice, and then the aftertaste sucks ass.
Now go for another sip, and you'll see what I mean. Go for another sip, and you'll see what I mean.
Are you telling me changes flavor? It's changing.
There we go. Gun that one. Get that down you.
Oh,
Okay, that actually tastes pretty good.
Second sip.
it's actually giving me heartburn.
You see on the second sip, it's not very nice.
Brother, we need to give this to the College of Winterhold, bro.
Now is the moment that I have also been fearing. We're moving on to the next drink. It is. Hang on, pause here. It is the sparkly version of the one that I hate.
Actually, wait. I would actually prefer it if Dale were to open it himself and guzzle it immediately.
Guzzle it, but we need to try it. Oh, okay. He's going.
Leave us some at the
There you go,
bottom.
son. No, all of it. Go on.
Okay.
We like to drink with Dale, because Dale is our mate. And when we drink with Dale, he does it all in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What? Is it gone?
Gentlemen, I need to make a phone call.
Let me see what he went through.
Okay, yeah, I want to see. Give me some. Okay, where is she?
You might need to go have a fucking.
Holy shit, that's really bad.
What are you doing?
No! Oh, you're gonna die. Oh.
Go on, son. We do this for you.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice knowing you.
It's been good, boys. We like, yeah. Come on. Don't. Yes, Reagan. Come on. You're behind the beak.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
He's already.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm passing a kidney stone.
After consuming the Prime, my friends and I, we didn't feel very well. I think there's only one man that can save us. Look, I really don't think I need to sit here and waffle on and on and on and on and on about who MrBeast is, because I mean, come on, you know, he's MrBeast. MrBeast, he's my favorite Black Ops 2 YouTuber. Here's the thing with Jimmy Mr. Breast, though. Because of his popularity, Mr. Breast has spawned something that, well, what if I was to tell you that this thing he created, it plays a key part in the fall off of Prime. Because of his popularity, MrBeast, completely by accident, like no fault of his own, he created MrBeast clones. If you go onto YouTube right now and scroll around for literally like 5 nanoseconds, you will come across a video where some YouTuber is soy jacking in a Lumo green field under a sky that's way too blue. You know, you got YouTubers like Matthew Beam, Topper Guild, FaZe Rug, Russian MrBeast A4, Phidias, Brent Rivera, the Stokes twins, Eric. Why are there so many YouTubers like this nowadays? It's because the YouTube algorithm loves these kinds of videos. If you make a video talking about some, oh, this is an insane amount of money, or do some, oh, this is so crazy and dangerous challenge. I trained like a superhero for 90 days. I survived with the world's strictest boot camp. Who can turn $100 to $10,000 in 24 hours? I got lobotomized. Millions and millions and millions and millions of views. I hate this content. So, how does all of this stuff fit into Prime falling off? Well, much like any other areas, or if you want to get specific and fancy, much like any other niches on YouTube, this just disgusting, awful side of YouTube, the MrBeast clone side of YouTube, it operates off of trends. If a certain video topic becomes a mainstream trend, like turning an amount of money into a larger sum of money or building a secret room underneath your bed, all of these clones will hop on the bandwagon. And you want to know what kind of video was really popular on this side of YouTube around 1 to 2 years ago? Videos with Prime. When Prime was popping off, all of these MrBeast clones started making videos involving Prime in some way or another. Here you have a Matthew Beam video with 12 million views where he builds KSI and Logan Paul giant Prime bottles. Here he is again building another bottle of Prime in a YouTube short. Topper Guild's waterboarding himself with Prime. Brother, even Morgs was getting in on the action. Look, you get the picture. Prime became popular, MrBeast clones put it in their videos. And this is where things get interesting. Besides me thinking that one of the key design philosophies of Prime was to make sure it looked good in YouTube videos, these clones featuring Prime in their videos and getting millions and millions and millions and millions of views, besides being really good for the MrBeast clone's own wallets, this is millions and millions of views in free Prime advertising. So, not only is Prime being advertised by Logan Paul and KSI, now it's being advertised by all of these other YouTubers as well. And it's not like these videos got millions of views, but the people watching them had no interest in Prime whatsoever. Now, God, no. I think it's pretty safe to assume that the majority of people who watch MrBeast clone videos, they're kids. Prime's target market? And let's take this one step further. Let's move from MrBeast clones to the entire website. When Prime got popular, it wasn't just MrBeast clones making videos about it. Nah, you had family channels, Minecraft channels, mukbang channels, millions and millions and millions and millions of views, all free advertising for Prime. It was a trend to make videos on Prime. But here's the problem with trends. Eventually, trends die off. People stop talking about them. And this is something that happened to Prime. Unironically, when's the last time you've seen somebody talking about or showing Prime in a video that isn't about how it fell off? It's been a bloody long time, hasn't it? Slowly but surely, a whole bunch of people stopped making videos about Prime. Why? Well, other trends replaced it. This is how YouTube works. The biggest consequence of this, all of this crazy free advertising Prime was getting, it disappeared. And this is a core factor in why Prime fell off. As I said, it was a trend. People weren't actually buying it because they wanted to, you know, out of their own free will. Nah, God no, they were buying it because there was a lot of hype surrounding it. It was the new big thing, you know, like fidget spinners and NFTs and Binley Mega Chippy, you know, that type of stuff. But once the dust settled, people weren't interested in Prime anymore. Prime, it wasn't something that they were going to keep on buying and buying and buying and buying. God no. The trend was over. People, they moved on to other things and other influencer products, like MrBeast chocolate. Yeah, as we all know, Logan Paul and KSI, they aren't the only YouTubers who have taken a dive into the I'm gonna make stuff that you can eat business. MrBeast has tried his luck too. And now, let's hop on that teleporter from earlier and go back in time just a little bit. You see, during our journey to find Prime, me, Dale and Reagan, we made a pit stop at another shop, a shop called Macro. We made this stop because during our day-to-day lives of going to university and I don't know, talking to our kittens on Discord, we had gotten wind that Macro, they stocked MrBeast chocolate.
I want MrBeast nuts.
Here's some lore for you, person watching this video. Dale, Reagan and me, we have never ever eaten MrBeast chocolate. And while we were driving around, we thought that, sure, okay, if we want to try every flavor of Prime we could get our hands on, but why don't we try to get some Jimmy Breast chocolate too? We had a new side mission, find MrBeast chocolate. And after walking around Macro for a little bit and having some security guards stare at us, oh god, I really don't know how vloggers do this. It just makes you feel so awkward. We found it. MrBeast's nuts. Oh, at least the old version of MrBeast nuts is over here in South Africa. We don't have the new version yet. Apparently, the new chocolate's a lot better than the old chocolate, so once it gets here, I'll probably try and make a video on it. And now that we had our hands on MrBeast chocolate, there was only one thing left to do.
Post a money spread. Post a money spread. Oh shit! Oh shit! A money spread!
I wish you had stuff like me.
Oh shit! Oh my god! The Prime is in our bellies. We all feel like we're literally going to kill over and die. It's time for chocolate. Okay, well, you were really excited to eat MrBeast's nuts. There you go.
That's all I wanted.
You can have MrBeast nuts.
There's a share piece.
Oh, a share piece. Oh, thank you. Are we all going to have it at the same time? That could be fun. 3, 2, 1. Get that down here. Cheers, cheers. Ooh. That's weird. No. Actually, I like that. It tastes like cheap chocolate. Okay, it's better than Prime.
By a mile.
But would you rather have this nut chocolate, or would you rather have Cadbury nut?
Cadbury.
I'd probably have the Cadbury one, the one with the pieces of it.
This
Yes,
is
100%.
next chocolate time. Here we have the MrBeast bar, the milk chocolate made with grass-fed milk.
The milk was fed grass.
Only 5 ingredients. Okay, more noms, more prizes, more beast. Awesome. I still have the nut in my... Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cheers, everybody. This is just mid. Next chocolate is MrBeast bar original chocolate. Only 4 ingredients this time. Here's the... What's this? The original one?
Yeah,
okay,
original.
3, 2, 1. Let's smash this.
Again, the rest
That just tastes...
What does bitter taste? Is that
Well, it's meant to be dark chocolate.
Is it?
But then again, it's like a half-baked dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's like it's not proper.
Like, as someone who doesn't like dark chocolate, you look fine.
I actually like this, but it's sweet.
Really?
It's sweeter than normal dark chocolate.
Okay, well-
dark chocolate's supposed to be absolutely...
You said you like it? Well, there you go. You can have it. This is a chocolate that exists. It is time to move on to the last chocolate, which is also the last piece of merch that we have to eat today. The torture's almost over, and I can go catch my lungs out in the bathroom afterwards. Last chocolate. Here we have the last chocolate, the MrBeast Crunch. But this time it's got 6 ingredients.
This looks good.
Yeah, does
Let
it?
me do a little camera.
Oh, that actually are.
Proper.
Could I have the share piece this time, please?
You a chef piece, man.
All right, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
That was what I like that.
That's okay. Nothing.
Not bad.
It's fine.
Honestly,
it's the
tastes
best.
a bit sweeter than the milk one.
It's the best. It's my personal favorite out of all the chocolates. Okay, person watching this video, we're all gonna go vomit now.
With that though, let's circle back to the main theme of this video. Why did Prime fall off? Well, I don't think you can really blame one factor. Instead, Prime's fall off, it's the consequence of a whole bunch of different things. Firstly, I don't think it tastes that nice. But moving on from the taste of Prime, if you wanted to buy Prime in a place like South Africa, it would set you back a solid chunk of change. That, and I also feel that Prime's strategy for moving out of the US and England, I don't really think it was conducive to long-term business success. Different places have different buying cultures, and just because one thing worked in one place, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna work in this new place that you've ventured into. Also, people just like drinking the same drink, and unless given a proper solid reason to change, they're just gonna continue to buy the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Us Homo sapiens, we're creatures of habit. And Prime, I don't think it gave people a solid enough reason to change up their drinking habits. Another reason, besides the fact that Prime was labeled as a cringy kids drink, much like other trends on YouTube, when Prime was trendy, a whole bunch of MrBeast clones and a whole bunch of YouTubers put it in their videos to capitalize on the popularity of the trend. But once Prime started to fall off in popularity and other trends started metamorphosizing into our world, people took Prime and threw it out their videos, gutting a massive chunk of free marketing. Instead of being there for the long run, Prime, it was a trend. Don't get it twisted though. Just because I think Prime fell off, like it went from here all the way down to here, it doesn't mean that I think it failed, because Prime, it didn't fail. Prime, it wasn't a failure. It made Logan Paul and KSI millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. But instead of being a drink that will be around for ages, Prime, I reckon it was a bit of a fad. What do you think though, person watching this video? Prime, did it fall off? Do you like the taste of it? Do you think it tastes a bit like battery acid? Let me know in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on this video, subscribe, bell notification, YouTuber buzzwords, all of that type of stuff. Thank you Aura for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe, and you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.
There is a